So I'm heading back downstairs to do a video on the rolling drain pans, which is a super important part. As you can see, I'm actually in the pit standing up. Right now, a car could drive right over my head and it would not hit me at all. Now, the rolling drain pan is important because it allows you to maneuver under the vehicle in a very quickly and efficient manner, as well as safely, and drain the oil and get the filter off very, very quickly without having to worry about spilling the oil on the ground. Now, one of the reasons that this industry even exists is because of the quickness of the service, and so people don't want to get oil on their driveway. Of course, I believe anyone can learn how to do an oil change. They could do it in their driveway, would not be a problem at all. But a lot of people don't like the inconvenience of having to deal with the waste oil, having to deal with making sure they catch it in their driveway correctly, having to jack their car up, making sure they have jack stands, making sure they do it very safely. And for some people, it's just a lot easier to get it taken care of at a quick lube and go on with their day. So here in the pit, we also have a safety net. Might as well address that while we're here. The stores all have safety nets in the pit. This is pretty self-explanatory. During the oil change, we'll pull the net back, and then once the oil change is done, we go ahead, pull it, hook it to the end, and the pits will be fully covered for the employees so that no one gets hurt. While I'm down here, the shelves that are mounted and the filters are right here on the rack. Now, the different stores do this a little bit differently, but by having the filters right here and having the wrenches right there also makes the model work, because everything's right where it needs to be able to do this very, very quickly, very, very efficiently, and with the best accuracy. We also keep our grease gun down here. A lot of the newer cars don't have the grease points anymore, so it's becoming less and less common. But, well, this is actually our gear oil. Our grease gun is right here. And then we have gear oil for the differential. Those are services that are not as common. They're add-on services. They're really done on an as-need basis. Now, if you ever go to any of my competitors, they're gonna try to push these services on you quite frequently. The greasing is part of the regular service if you have the grease points. A lot of the newer vehicles don't have them anymore, so we're not seeing it as much. We might actually even be switching to manual grease guns soon enough because of how infrequent we see vehicles that have the grease points. But this pretty much covers the pit aspect of the quick lube industry.